Welcome to Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and Johnny Red Floyd Stadium, home of the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. Raider fans have been clamoring to get this one started all week. Today we have a big Conference USA showdown in store. As we'll see, the Kennesaw State Owls taking on the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Middle Tennessee's offense will get the first swing of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Man, first play under the lights. You had all day to think about how you wanted to start the game, and this defense, exactly how they wanted to do it. Get to the quarterback and get him on the ground.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Looking to throw, it's Battiato. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Pressure coming. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 35, he's got room. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme, there is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Catch in the middle, it's Lacey.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. He's looking to throw it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Battiato. He's got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend, and this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. A strike downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Kennesaw State's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
I'll tell you, the running backs and the quarterbacks in this offense, they got to give a lot of their success running the football to this offensive line up front. They're getting tremendous push. It doesn't matter who has the football, who's keeping the football. You're just seeing this group up front drive this defense backwards.
Give to the running back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Johnson wants to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. Takes the handoff. It's Ashley. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Handoff to the lone back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. They'll leave it with him. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll keep it himself.
Well, the defense came into this game ready for the quarterback option. Everyone played their assignment. They forced the quarterback to keep it. They rallied to him, made a tackle. Nice job early in this game playing good assignment football.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Johnson looking to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Middle Tennessee on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Here's the handoff. Finally stopped at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 6.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Here comes the option. Quick toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And first down for the offense.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Ashley. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. After run, now throw. And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. Get it out on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive.
That makes the score. Middle Tennessee 7, Kennesaw State 3.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Scanning the field, it's Battiato. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. With the catch, it's Lacey. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
That's caught. It's Stewart. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Finds a man by himself. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Now they'll run the draw. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Back to throw, it's Battiato. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the 1st down.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the 1st down and avoid settling for the field goal. They'll put the tight end in motion. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Grab near the sticks. It's Willis. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And that's a really good example of quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Lining up for the PAT.
On for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They marched 78 yards down the field and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
Kennesaw State 3.
The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. On the move. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. They ran it on first down, now on second. Johnson wants to throw it. He's right on target. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll throw it on first down. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Brings up second down.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long. He wants to throw it again. Moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. He'll bring it back. It's Kelly. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Going up top on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Kennesaw State.
And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. It is perfect. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive results in a field goal.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in Murfreesboro than you do? A captivating game so far. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Floyd Stadium.
All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. Third down coming. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Using his legs, it's Ashley. Showing off the arms. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the ground with the counter. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Kent. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well, and you just saw one there on the crossing route.
This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. Going to the running game. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run play action. It's complete to the left. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Fresh set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players, and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They're trying to get to it. That's caught. It's Moss.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. And it's right down the boulevard.
That makes the score. Middle Tennessee, 14. Kennesaw State, 9.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He's going for a big play downfield. Snags it on the right. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, MTSU. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Off-play action on first down. Throwing right. It's caught. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Johnson wants to throw it. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They go to the draw. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense, because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll give it to the back.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, give on the inside. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Middle Tennessee on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Floating away. He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. They go to the ground. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got an open man. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Blue Raiders!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Johnson looking to throw. Gets rid of it. Makes his connection. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
He's going to pass. Quickly to the tight end. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Unloads to the wide out. He makes a catch. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offense and quarterback find one, they could hurt you. And you saw it right there on the crossing.
To the air on 1st down. Caught. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Johnson wants to throw it. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They want to just keep throwing it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And come on now, O-line. Got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. fourth down attempt coming. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down. Line gets set, first down. The give as they work on that clock. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Back to pass, it's Battiato. Got him downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Leaves it with the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
He's tackled at the 41. 3rd down coming up.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. The give from the gun. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Offense facing 4th down.
They bring the punter onto the field now. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback.